Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
What's up, agents? I hope you guys are doing extremely well. Today we're going to be going over the Oxidizer build. I'm going to be basically doing a Maxidizer. I'm going to be going for the top amount of damage that we can get. One thing to note with this build is that the way that you will get max damage and the way that you would really want to run this build are two different things, but I will go over that and we will show that in the equipment. Anyway, let's see what sort of damage numbers we can expect to get in the gun range. Just trying to get some max damage numbers. Check this out. All right, awesome. Let's get into this build, and you guys can see what we got cracking. All right, agents, so for the specialization, we are going to go with Technician. This will give us a myriad of benefits. The largest one, and the main reason we're using it for this build, of course, is the Artificer Hive, which will give us that 70% additional skill damage bonus. In addition, when used in a team, this will buff the damage of your group skills. It will buff the efficiency of their skills, and it will heal their skills. So great for a team, but the main reason we are using it is to bump up and maximize this Oxidizer damage. Other reasons we will use it, of course, would be for the amp, the +1 skill tier that allows you to run either a core attribute of weapon damage or armor. Faraday field means when you place the Artificer Hive and anybody staying within 5 meters of that will not be shocked or disrupted. Using the Technician, we get a bonus +10% skill damage as well. We do get dismantling, so this will add a +12% bonus damage to robotics and skill proxies. Lastly, you get this Link laser pointer, and you can use this to pulse targets. This helps to keep a track of them, as well as anybody using Spotter will do bonus damage to those targets as well. All right, agents, so of course we're going to be using the Oxidizer. When we have maxed out skill damage, you will see this puts us at about 192,000 base damage. When we stick on, now we have two 10% duration mods, and we have a 9.9, so this is effectively maxed out as far as the duration. You guys can see we have 17.6 second cloud duration. Through proper utilization of our skills, we will never actually run out of the chem charger. Now, the thing to note is when you stack these on top of each other, you will obviously see faster ticks. So I often will place down 3, 4, 5 clouds in one spot just to make it so nothing can get through that area. Now, the other thing we're going to do, of course, to maximize our damage is to use the Artificer Hive. This thing will buff our skills and our ally skills by 70%. So that's effectively 70% additional skill damage or 70% additional heal. This will repair any skills that are out within the area, 84% of its health. So this is a huge benefit to the team, but we're mainly using this for the additional damage to our Oxidizer. All right, agents, this build is going to be based all around high-end gear. We're going to be using one piece of Wyvern. This will give us the +10% skill damage. We're going to be using 2 pieces of hana-u. This will give us skill haste and skill damage. And then we will be using 3 pieces of the Empress International. This will give us skill health. Not a big deal, but if you place the Artificer Hive in fire or something, maybe it'll keep it around longer. But we're primarily using it for the +10% skill damage and the plus 10% skill efficiency. For anybody who quickly doesn't know what skill efficiency is, that just means plus 10% skill damage, plus 10% skill repair, plus 10% status effect. That adds 10% to any of those three. So skill efficiency is the most beneficial skill buff in the game, pragmatically speaking, in the fact that it ubiquitously affects the efficiency, the efficacy of any skill. So the talents we're going to use, we're going to be using Glass Cannon on the chest piece. This will amplify all of our damage by 25% at the cost of us taking 50% amplified damage. So that means we're going to take 50% damage from every single source, but this is the key to maximizing our damage. As far as the backpack goes, there's two different ways of running this. First of all is the max damage, and that's using the hana-u Force Multiplier name backpack with perfect combined arms. And this will buff our skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds when we shoot an enemy. Now, the problem of this in Heroic and particularly Legendary, combined with Glass Cannon, means you pop out to take that shot, and you're likely to get 1 or 2 shot. So while we will use Force Multiplier to get the maximum damage, I recommend running Tech Support. This will give you 25% skill damage instead of the 30%. It lasts for 20 seconds, and all you have to do is get 1 kill, and you will have that. It will refresh with each additional kill. So this is by far a safer way to run the build. However, if you have a dedicated healer in your group, you have enough armor regen on your gear for some reason, you can probably get away with using the Glass Cannon and the combined arms in Legendary. You just have to play a lot safer. All right, as far as weapons, like usual, you agents need to choose what you find to be the best weapon for your gameplay. However, to maximize our damage, we're going to go a very specific route. So there's either the burst damage route or the actual maximum damage amount. And what that is use it to get maximum damage, we're going to need to use the capacitor, right? And so this is the assault rifle. It comes natively with the 12% armor. So this will buff the damage of the cloud significantly. Now, its per capacitance will increase our skill damage by 1.5% per stack, up to 40 stacks. So that's a 60% damage bonus that we get when at maximum stacks. So while that will lead to the largest damage numbers, it is not the most effective way to run this. The most effective way will tend to be to run the test subject, right? And this is because the perfectly in sync, while you are doing the damage with the Oxidizer cloud, so you proc the overcharge, you fire the Oxidizer, and the Oxidizer is already doing the damage portion of the talent, so it is buffing your weapon damage. You take the shot from the test subject, that procs your skill damage, and then you now immediately have that 40% buff. Now, while it is not as high as the numbers you will see with the capacitor, what that means is you will start doing higher damage numbers sooner. So the overall amount of damage you do through your damage over time is actually higher using the test subject, provided that you have the perfect sequence of proccing overcharge, firing your Oxidizer, immediately proccing the test subject. And both of these are hard to really get those damage numbers perfect. So what I recommend, guys, is to do it the real easy way. Run Scorpio, test subject, backup boomstick. What I will do is I will, at a choke point, I will fire a cloud, wait for an enemy to come through. When they're coming through, hit them with the Scorpio, and this will tend to provide a status effect on them. They will then be stuck in that cloud. While they're stuck in that cloud, if they die, that procs my tech support immediately. But if they don't die, what I can do is quickly swap over to the backup boomstick, proc overcharge, then swap to my test subject. Now we have the bonus 40% damage from the perfectly in sync. We have the 25% damage bonus from the test subject. And now I can go ahead, fire off a couple additional chem charges, and then just use the test subject to make sure that we keep that in sync up as long as possible while we're still in overcharge. Now let's just show some basic gameplay mechanics here in the range, and then I will show you guys some gameplay out there in the open world. I've effectively gone through everything we're going to go through in this video. The rest of it is just so you guys can see how it works and for some simple entertainment. Thanks for watching, agents. I'll see you guys at the end for Maya Final Opinion. Come on. Did we hit over 700,000? I think we did.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Holy! Changing hostile!
determined to deprive you of viable...
Son of a bitch!
Exiting contaminated area.
With those DC-62 warheads.
As you agents can see, this is a powerful build, can put out substantial damage over time. It is very complicated to maintain maximum damage numbers, but it is fairly easy through standard gameplay to keep your damage ticks in the 500 to 600,000 range, and even a bit more than that. It's not too hard to build for. All you really need is maximum skill damage, glass cannon, and your choice of the combined arms or the tech support. I hope that you guys found this entertaining. I hope you guys may have learned something today. If you did either of those, do me a favor, smash that like button. If I have not already earned your subscription, hopefully today will be the day. You guys take it easy. Be safe out there. I'll see you guys soon with a new video, and I'll catch you in the dark zone.